Hi guys, and welcome to the start of the 2023 garden season. We have a lot going on here already. I've planted a lot of my cold weather crops. I have begun building a lot of new things on the homestead this season, and I'm going to kind of walk you through what I've done so far to start out the season. So I'm going to start by taking you into this year's garden. We have the same layout as we have in previous years. Things are a little bit different. I've recently, in the past 2 days, added a new tunnel, and that is going to grow some awesome new squash variety that I have found. Behind it, I also am going to put a second tunnel with new galvanized beds, and that's going to have yard long beans that are going to grow on that. So this is something I'm working on doing right now. I'm going to have carrots in the second galvanized bed. So we still have this whole second area over here. I've added a round galvanized trough here. I've temporarily moved my strawberries into this from the long bed. We had quite a bit of creeping Charlie weed problem going on in the strawberry bed, so I am actually tearing it up and going to redo it, and then I'm going to replant the strawberries in there. Currently I have growing kale. We've started onions in all of these little silver gray colored troughs. I have all of my different herbs for the season. They are both plants that I've done downstairs as well as seeds that are going to start as soon as the weather warms up. So there's a lot of seeds within the box that are kind of cold stratting. I have 2 different varieties of cauliflower. We have radicchio, I can never pronounce it, but that really cool looking cauliflower is here, really small starts. I just put them out, so they're kind of a little wimpy going on right now. We have broccolini going on. My mint garden is still going crazy, as always. Rhubarb. We've got fennel. We have some Swiss chard going on. My goji berries taken off. My blueberries. Over in the corner over there, we have past where all the cardboard laying down is, so we can kill the grass in that area. But behind that we have the asparagus bed, and I actually was just looking at a bunch of asparagus. Purple and green have both started popping up. My white hasn't started popping up yet, but my purple and green both have. Over here's a new area that I've built, and I've added on, actually. It was the old grape area, but I've actually built on some new trellising and added new grape plants. Back over here we still have the raspberries. I'm actually in the process of redoing this whole area back here. We have our Nanking cherry bushes, which have actually flowered this year, so I have high hopes that we'll get some Nanking cherries this year. We have our pond is still doing great. We actually have some frog eggs in there right now. Come back over this way. I'm redoing the gazebo. My plan is to keep the gazebo, but we're going to redo the platform, and I'm still trying to figure out exactly how I want to redo it. It is kind of old at this point, so the wood below is kind of rotting, so we're going to redo it. There's still some more stuff I need to get in the ground. I've got my sunchokes in here still. I had to re-level that bed because they were going crazy. But we've got mint varieties still. We've got celery, Brussels sprouts, lettuce, My horseradish is doing great. It came back, so we've got a ton of horseradish. But yeah, so that's what we've got going on in the garden right now. I've got a lot of projects and chickens. There we go. We've got a lot of projects this year. I am planning on building and adding on things to the garden. So one thing that I am adding that I'm really excited about is I will actually be attempting to build my own, it's probably gonna be about 7x8 shed. I actually ordered all of the things for it already, and I have to just level the ground, and I'm going to actually have a garden shed. So I'm going to attempt that one. I am also adding a fence on to one side of the property, so it's just a simple post and wire fence. So I'll be doing that. And the third thing I'm doing is I'm adding a native garden to the side of the house. It's going to be a rain garden. We have an area that gets a lot of water. So I'll be building a pathway, which will include a bridge, and it's going to have the rain garden with a water feature going outward under the bridge. And then on the opposite side of the house, I'm pulling out some bushes, some forsythias, and in that area I'm going to have a seating area with a pond, a larger pond than the one we have now. It's probably about 3-4 times the size, so I'll actually be able to have koi or, you know, small fish in it. And then they're really talking up a storm today. They want to say hello. So I'm gonna have a seating area, walkway. So I'll be adding all that on. I'm gonna be moving a little bit slower on these projects. I had a little bit of a health setback. I wound up getting 3 tears in my right hip, but if you know me pretty well, you know that there's not much that slows me down, so it's not gonna stop me, and I'm gonna keep going, but it is gonna kind of slow me a bit since I do all of this solo. So yeah, that's the update for this year and what I'm gonna be doing. The other thing that I actually am gonna be doing that I'm actually very excited about is we had a tree cut down. We had 3 of them cut down. I had part of the tree left up, about 10 foot, so that I could learn wood carving. I plan on carving a garden-esque statue to commemorate the tree and the life it lived. It was a very beautiful maple tree, and it was very sad that we had to cut it down, but it was actually hitting the foundation of the house. It was overhanging the house, and sadly it had to go. So I want to kind of honor the tree and turn it into something. I've used every piece of the tree that we took down as pieces around the yard for garden beds, different things. So the remaining part of the tree I'm going to carve into something beautiful. I may need to get a wood carver to come out and help me accomplish my goal, but in theory I would like to learn and try my hand at it. So that is something I'm going to be working towards doing as well. So that is the update. I will try to post more as the season progresses, but so far, as we're entering into April tomorrow, that's where we're at. It's supposed to hit 70s this coming week, so I'm hoping to get a lot of the plants I have downstairs out and up potted and hopefully planted. All right, have a great one.